What is the best investment opportunity I see for 2017? I'm Jerry Banfield. I'm grateful here. I made the first big investment of my life. I put more than $10,000 into buying a Dash Masternode in December 2016. Today, that Masternode is worth $27,000 just 2 months later. And not only that, it produces about 2 Dash every 7 to 11 days. It pays out dividends. Essentially, it continues giving and giving and giving. In this one video, if you've never heard of Dash, you've never heard of Bitcoin, I'm going to tell you all about exactly how to get started with this. I will show you inside each step you take to go from not knowing at all what I'm talking about to having one of these up and running yourself. On my jerrybanfield.com/dash page, I'm trying to make everything you need to reference, to learn, to get started with this yourself. I will even in the very beginning explain the biggest risks to doing this, because I don't want you to go in thinking this is some fantasy great opportunity and it'll just work perfect. Every investment opportunity has its ups and downs. I'm grateful in December 2016, my friend Albert, and who works for my other friend Robert with Wall of Coins, told me about Dash. They said, Jerry, Dash is amazing. It's like what Bitcoin was supposed to be. It actually really has anonymous transactions. It has instant transactions. It has a more secure algorithm. It has a governance community where you can actually get paid to do things for the Dash community. I'm hoping to get paid to advertise this video out to you. Now, Dash is a more advanced form, essentially, of Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is an online currency where you can send payments all over the world in nearly real time without having to go through a bank. Imagine 2030, whenever Visa and MasterCard were being invented and people were saying, wow, credit cards, this is amazing. Bitcoin and all of these other online currencies are that level of innovation. We're seeing an amazing new trend in money right now with user-managed currencies. Now, Dash, I got lucky, you might say. I took a leap of faith when Dash was down in December over here, 2016, when Dash was boring, so to speak. It'd been kind of flat. It was on kind of a down stretch. I took the first big investment I've ever taken in my life. I got all the money together I could gather together to buy this, which was about $10,000 or $11,000, and I scraped all of it into putting everything into a Dash Masternode. I felt a little bit insane at the time because I was also feeling financial fear and insecurity, and yet here I am taking all of my savings and stuffing it into a Masternode. If I sold that today, I'd make $16,000+ in profit. However, I'm not planning on selling it because I think this will be worth $100,000 to $1 million someday. I'm planning to hold on for the ride and educate you about this while it's still something that you might be able to get involved with. I'm grateful today that the Dash prices went up and up as users have continued to get more and more excited about Dash, seeing that Dash may be able to get up to the level of Bitcoin and may be a global online currency that we can all use to have faster, more secure, anonymous transactions online. The first big feature, I've read Tony Robbins' Money Master the Game, and that's what motivated me to go take the investment, to actually go buy all the Dash, to get the Masternode set up. That's what motivated me to say, look, I need to take action and read this book and get something that might be really valuable for me someday. Thank you to Tony Robbins for writing that book. One of the things that stood out to me in that book is this term, asymmetric risk. And that's what I see as a Dash Masternode, asymmetric risk, meaning the downside is potentially way lower than the upside. So you see, this has already happened with my Masternode up to $27,000. My upside, I've already made more than what I put in. If I took out all of what I put in, I'd have more than double what I put in already in just a couple of months. And the beauty of asymmetric risk is that if you make several investments in different areas, if one of them takes off, you have a gigantic profit. This is the foundational basis for things like venture capital. Venture capitalists invest large amount of money in exciting startups, and most of them fail. But if just one turns into the next Facebook or the next Instagram or whatever's after, then the investor makes a gigantic return, tens if not hundreds of times of what they put in. I see this Dash Masternode as a chance to make hundreds if not thousands of times my initial investment back. Give it 10 years and I think a Dash Masternode will be worth at least $1 million. And today you can get into a Masternode for a fraction of what it may be potentially worth. Now, I believe in making the risks clear up front. So I've noticed in Tony Robbins' Money Master, the game book, the very best investors in the world look at all the risks. They look at the risks and see, how can I lose this? What can I do that will cause me to have this whole investment lost? So there's a bunch of ways I could lose my entire Masternode. I could lose access. The number one way I could lose my Masternode is I could lose access to the wallet. Now, that might sound ridiculous, but having Dash, having these currencies, is similar to having a regular wallet. And if I lost access to the wallet, there's several different ways that could happen. I will explain to you exactly how to keep the wallet secure, exactly how to minimize the risk of losing access to it. But the number one way this could go wrong is I could simply lose access to the wallet. I could have a computer crash and the systems I have in place to back up my wallet, those could fail and I'd lose. I'd never be able to get the Masternode back again. Now, I'm grateful I've set up things considering that risk. I've set up things to mitigate that risk. Another risk, my Dash wallet could get stolen. Regardless of all the procedures I've put in place to keep it safe, someone could still steal it and still take all of the Dash out of my Masternode. I could lose it completely that way. That's another way this could go wrong. Not only that, but see, the Dash price is up right now. Dash could completely collapse as a currency online. And it could go down and be worth, like it was a couple years ago, it could end up being worth like 86 cents per Dash. It could totally collapse. The community developers could all bail and go over to Ethereum or some other currency. They could give up on it. And then my investment, which initially was $10,000, currently is $27,000. It could go down and be worth like $1,000 someday. So that's another potential problem that exists with this. And then on top of that, there's the problem of me. What if I get greedy or foolish or whatever you want to call it, or fearful? What if I sell my Masternode now and say, look, I just want that $27,000 back? What if I sell my Masternode now and the price goes up to $50, $100, $200, $1,000, and then I get to be the person the rest of their life who says, man, I had a Masternode and I bought it and I got greedy and I sold it. That's another risk. I could get scared, I could panic, I could sell it and just take the money back in dollars, and I could miss out on 98% of the potential upside on holding on to this for several years. So these are the biggest ways I see to lose with making this investment. I presented these to you right up front. Oh, there's another way. In funding and getting a hold of your Dash, it requires changing your US dollars, your euros, your Australian dollars, Canadian dollars, pounds, whatever you're trying to change into and out of. So if you have a fiat currency, I guess it's called, like a normal currency issued by a government, in the process of changing that into Dash, you could mess it up and lose some or all of it. So what I've tried to do is make the entire rest of this video very clearly explain all those scenarios, explain exactly what you can do to minimize your risk at each of these different areas. I've got 10 plus complete video tutorials showing you exactly how to do this. Now, one of the coolest features, you might say, Jerry, okay, I've already heard of these. I've already heard of Bitcoin and Dash. I've already heard of these, but there's no way I'm going to be able to buy this. I don't have a bank account. I can't make wire transfers. I can't buy Bitcoin. Guess what? I've even got a widget on this jerrybanfield.com/dash page, and I've got a tutorial. If you just have cash, if you say have $10,000 or $20,000 in cash and you want to turn that into Dash, I will show you exactly in this video how you can turn cash. Let's say you've had 20 or 30, 50,000 under your bed in a mattress, and you're like, yes, I want to really invest. I want to do exactly what Jerry said here. I'm going to show you exactly how to take that money you've got under your mattress and put some of it straight into a Dash Masternode. You literally can make cash deposits straight into local bank accounts in most countries, or well, some countries. The US, Canada, and any other countries that these services are available, just check on the jerrybanfield.com/dash. You may be able to make cash deposits straight into a bank account, and you get Bitcoin back. I'll show you then how to change Bitcoin into Dash. However, as soon as it's available, Wall of Coins is just about finished with it. As soon as it's available, there will be a direct cash to Dash conversion widget on my website. So you will literally be able to turn the cash you've worked so hard for, and maybe you don't have a bank account, maybe you can't put it in the bank, you can turn that straight into a Dash Masternode and have an awesome investment online. So thank you very much for getting started with this. This is a 11-part tutorial, a masterpiece that I've tried to make for the Dash community, for you as a potential investor, for you as a cryptocurrency enthusiast. I will show you each single step. I will show you more in depth about the Masternode and why I think it's a great investment. I will show you more about how to set up and get your own Dash wallet running. I will show you as I create a wallet from scratch and fund it now with 11 Dash. This is my play wallet, so to speak. I set this up and funded this with Dash in the following tutorial videos. I'll show you exactly how to get your Masternode hosted like I have with Node 40. There's a direct link to all the resources on jerrybanfield.com/dash. That way, everything I'm talking about is in one place. So I'm grateful for the chance to share this with you. I'm so excited about this. I've been working on this for months to be able to present this for you. I finally got this all in one video for you here. I'm just about to go render this whole thing together on my iMac and upload it. I'm so pumped to hear your feedback. Would you please share your feedback, share your comments, share this with someone, talk about it. Tell me what you think of it. I'm planning on making more videos just like this. So thank you so much for getting started. I will take you through one tutorial at a time, from not knowing anything more than you do right now to being able to completely set up your Dash wallet, get the Dash bought and in there, get your Masternode up and running and producing you rewards. Have I mentioned, maybe I haven't, I've been talking so much, this Masternode has earned me almost $300 in rewards already. I withdrew them to be able to submit more proposals for my Dash budget, which I'll show you at the very end of this, how you can submit a budget proposal. You can actually ask for the Dash community to pay you to do something. I'm going to ask the Dash community to pay me to advertise this video. This is the best investment I've ever seen in my entire life. This is the first serious investment I made. So thank you so much for sharing this with me. I will explain more now about specifically having a Masternode. Is the best investment in 2017 a Dash Masternode? What is Dash in order for this to even be possible? Dash is like digital cash, created and managed by users, similar to Bitcoin. What is a Dash Masternode? A Dash Masternode helps with the mining and processing of transactions. Any Dash Core wallet, which is the default wallet you download, with 1,000 Dash can be used to set up a Masternode. Why is this a great investment? A Dash Masternode earns mining rewards every week or two. Mining rewards are similar to dividends, paid currently at about 0.2% or so every week. Masternodes can also vote on budget proposals. Budget proposals provide Dash in exchange for doing something for the Dash community. They're like grants that are provided for people who help build and develop Dash as an online currency. Investing in a Masternode allows for 3 different ways to win. The Dash price goes up. If the price of Dash goes up, you win huge with the Masternode, not only because the Masternode itself is worth more, but because then the Dash mining rewards you get are worth more also. And then you get access to the budget is the third way to win. As a Masternode owner myself, I find it much easier to make good budget proposals given that I can vote on my own proposal. Why is this the best investment I see for 2017? Liquidity. I can immediately cash out at any time. I could trade my entire Masternode back into US dollars today. There's no wait. It's not locked up anywhere. I can immediately have access to it. It's just like having cash in a savings account, except it's not insured. Another thing that makes it an outstanding investment is the asymmetrical risk. That means 10 to 100 plus time returns are possible, whereas I'm only going to be able to lose the investment itself. Asymmetrical risk, after reading Tony Robbins' Money Master the Game book, is one of the things that stood out to me that great investors do different from the average investor. Great investors look for asymmetrical risk where there's huge upsides possible, and then worst case scenario, you just lose your initial investment. So if you consistently make asymmetrical risk investments, the one that wins pays for all the rest of the ones that lose. I have a Dash Masternode myself, and 2 months my Dash Masternode investment has doubled in value, which means my dividends now are twice as much as before. This is one of the very best parts of having a Dash Masternode, is if the price goes up, the dividends are worth more than before immediately. I appreciate you watching. I'm grateful I have the chance to share this with you. I'll show you exactly what I did to buy into the Dash Masternode in more tutorials with me. So where did I buy in? Well, my friend Albert, when Dash was kind of boring and down on the downside here before it went up, my friend Albert told me about how awesome Dash was. He told me about the Masternodes. He told me about the things I just shared here with you. And I actually bought myself a Masternode for Christmas. I took the biggest investment I've ever made in my life. I took about $10,000 and bought 1,000 Dash. It was scary. It was a big leap of faith. And yet I believe in the Dash community. The Dash system itself looks to be one of the best online currencies that I see with the features it has. So I bought into it around here on Christmas and the days after Christmas. And now I'm grateful that the Dash price has spiked up to the highest it's ever been since then. It may go even higher, it may go lower, but I'm planning on holding my Masternode indefinitely. And you'll see that the Dash price 2 years ago almost had spiked up here before. And now as the community has consistently increased in value and consistently made improvements, the marketplace is catching up with that. And it may take off similar to Bitcoin. It may go up to $100+ for Dash by the end of the year. So you might be able to buy something today for $22,000 that's worth $100,000 at the end of the year. So I'm very grateful for the chance to have learned about this myself, and that's why I'm sharing it here with you today, so that you may have the same opportunities as I've had here with you. Well, I've got a page on my website. I'm continuing to put everything that's needed to learn about Dash that I find helpful on there. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope this is helpful for you. Thank you very much for getting so deep into this video. Thank you for getting started with seeing more about what a Masternode offers as an investment. What I'm going to do now is take you one tutorial at a time into exactly how to set up each of these things. If you already know how to set up any one particular part of this, you're welcome to skip ahead. For example, if you already know how to set up a Dash wallet or want to do it yourself, just skip ahead. I'll show you how to set a Dash wallet up. I'll show you how to secure your Dash wallet. I will show you how to turn your US dollars or similar currency into Bitcoin and Ethereum. I will show you how to trade those on Poloniex to buy some Dash. I will show you how to use those directly to take them from Bitcoin, for example, into Dash. I will show you how to get those into your Dash wallet. I will show you how to get your Masternode transactions sent within your wallet. I will show you how to get your Masternode set up and hosted on Node 40. I will show you how to even then make a budget proposal so you can ask for Dash in exchange for doing something for the community. So one tutorial after another, I'm going to show you everything that I think you need to know in order to get this set up. If you have any trouble in going through these tutorials I give you, especially at the Masternode steps, if you get stuck at something in the Masternode and my video tutorials don't cover it, I recommend the Node40.com FAQs. Node 40 has very good documentation that walks you through each individual step, and then Node 40 gives you the ability to create Masternode public keys. It shows you how to do the key steps to get your Masternode online. So if you have any trouble, I recommend the Node 40 documentation, or on my website, you can go to dash.org. There's a direct link to that. You can go there, and there's tons more resources you can look at on dash.org. You can go look at the community, and then I recommend the forums as well. When you go to the forums, you can get involved. You can be a member of the community the way I feel like I'm a member of the community today, because I get to participate in a discussion. So if you go down here on the dash.org and you go to the discussion, I like the Dash forum. So if you click and go over here to dash.org/forum, you'll find there's all these different forums, and it's an endless resource for learning about and getting started with Dash. So I hope this series of tutorials, you're about to get 10 more tutorials showing you everything to take wherever you're at right now and know everything I do about getting a Masternode set up. Thank you very much for watching this. I'm honored that you've spent this time with me. I hope this is a really helpful video for you. What is Dash? What is Bitcoin? What is an online currency? These terms, if you haven't heard of them, may sound like just random things I'm mentioning that don't make any sense. If you've heard of these things already, you might want to skip ahead, or you might appreciate a review of them. So I'm on coinmarketcap.com, which lists the top online currencies. So these are user-managed currencies. I like the analogy. It's kind of like Wikipedia for money. There are individuals and companies that are managing and issuing these currencies instead of governments. So for example, the US dollar is a currency issued and backed by the US government. Bitcoin is an online currency that is issued and managed by users online, a community of users online. One Bitcoin right now is currently worth $1,047. There are 16 million Bitcoin available right now. Now, Dash is a newer version, a more of what Bitcoin was meant to be. Dash is a newer currency that is currently the number 6 online currency in terms of market capacity. Dash is what the community I'm a part of that I'm really excited about. However, I've traded and gotten to know a little bit about a lot of these different online currencies. Dash is the one that most excites me because of the specific features it offers, especially this budget proposal. It has a system of governance where you can actually get paid to help contribute to the community, and that's why I think it's so exciting. I'm not aware of anything like this currently for Bitcoin, and as far as the other currencies go, this doesn't seem to be the normal, but I believe there are some other currencies that have similar systems. So Dash right now there is worth $22, and there's 7 million Dash available. So there's about half the Bitcoin available, and yet Dash is at a fraction of the price because it's newer and there's not nearly as many people using it as Bitcoin. And that's why I think there's an outstanding opportunity to get involved with Dash right now. I think it's way undervalued, and I bought in on Dash. I'll go over and show you where I bought in. I'm very grateful my friend talked to me and got me all excited about Dash in December 2017. So or 2016, excuse me. So I bought Dash when it was only $10 or so, and I bought enough to have a Masternode, which then is able to vote on these budget proposals. So I've got a Masternode now, and I'm grateful to be a member of the Dash community who's interested in getting this online currency out there and available for use to the world. It's kind of like digital cash. So I think this is an outstanding opportunity to invest in something today. I think it's an outstanding opportunity to get involved if you want to be able to put your skills to work and help a community online. I think this is an outstanding chance. So you can see Dash started, at least according to CoinMarketCap's tracking, around February 14, 2014. And over the last 3 years, it's went up significantly in value. Similar to if you look back at Bitcoin's history, it started earlier, same thing. So this is why I'm so excited about Dash today. And I hope this gives you just a basic understanding of what Dash is in terms of the context it's in there with these other online currencies, and then what online currencies are generally. Here's how to download and install a Dash wallet on Windows. You go to jerrybanfield.com/dash and you get all of my Dash resources here, or you can go directly to the dash.org/downloads link here and you click on wallets, and you go look for the Windows 64-bit, or if you're using a different version of Windows, 32-bit, or if you're using Mac or Linux, you can download those straight by clicking on the OS X or Linux tab. I'm using Windows 64-bit for this tutorial, so what I'm going to do, I hit download installer over here. I wait for it to download, and then I click on it. And it's called a Dash Core wallet. And this is the wallet you need to have a Masternode, and this is the basic wallet for having Dash. So I hit yes to allow this app to make changes on my computer. I hit next. I allow it to install wherever I want, keeping in mind the directory where it installs will be important for getting my Dash files. And I click install down here, and now I let the wallet install. Now, once the wallet is installed, I need to be prepared for the wallet to be able to sync with the network. So the wallet, we're going to run the wallet right now, and we're going to use the default directory. Just let it do that. Now, it'll pop up and say that, oh my God, Windows has blocked some features of this app. And what I want this to do is allow access. I don't want anything blocked so the wallet can work. Welcome to the inside now of the wallet. The wallet, as you can see, is out of sync, and it will take quite a while, depending on your internet connection especially, to load the entire wallet up here. So while the wallet's loading, I will discuss the features that you need to know about the wallet getting started with it. The basics of the wallet, you have your Dash, which is your money available here. Then you have your pending. This is how much Dash you have incoming. So if I send from one of my Dash wallets to this one, if I send something to it, it'll say pending before it's actually available. And then you have total Dash down here, which would include both available and it would include the pending in it. Now, you've got private send down here. This is where you send Dash anonymously. So if you want to send your Dash without having anyone be able to know about it, this is how you use the anonymous features of sending Dash. So you do that, you hit start mixing on here. Now what this does, this mixes up the Dash in your wallet to be able to be sent anonymously. It essentially throws all your Dash out to the network and then brings it back to you in little discrete anonymous portions, which you can then send directly to another wallet. Now, you don't want to start mixing your Dash up if you've got it all in a Masternode, for example. You don't want to mix that up because it'll take your Masternode offline. So this is how you send Dash anonymously in the wallet, is to use the private send feature. And another really cool feature about Dash is if you send Dash, you have both private send and instant send options over here in the send tab. When you use instant send, the transaction will be immediately confirmed across the network. It is the fastest way I know of to send money anywhere in the world. You've got these, when you go into the send tab, then you have transaction fees, which are really small. You don't even need to worry about the transaction fees. So you've got this overview tab, you've got the send tab, and then you've got the receive tab. So you're going to need to receive money more than likely before you do anything else. So this is how you get money into your wallet. So to get the initial funding in your wallet from wherever you are going to get your Dash from, what you'll want to do is fill out a label. Now, you don't have to put anything in here, but for example, if you're going to deposit, let's say you bought Bitcoin with Coinbase, and then you put that on Poloniex, and then you traded the Bitcoin into Dash, and now you want to load the Dash off of Poloniex into your Dash wallet. what you can do is go over here and create a label that says, for example, Poloniex, if you say are withdrawing 1,000 Dash for your Masternode, you can put whatever you want on here. And then you can hit request payment. When you hit request payment down here, you've got your address. This address here is what you need, and I'll zoom it in a little bit so it's a little bigger. This address is what you need to be able to send money to. So for example, if you're withdrawing from your Poloniex account, this is the address you would need to put in, and then this is how you fund your Dash wallet. And the nice thing is you don't have to send, you can put in whatever amount you want. Any Dash that's sent directly to the address will go into your wallet. So even if you send one Dash or hardly any Dash, or you send more Dash, it'll all go straight into the wallet. You have the option to request InstaSend on there as well, so that it's available immediately. So you can ask for it, but that will be up to the sender as well. The InstaSend does incur a significantly larger fee than sending it at the normal speed, which takes 15 to 30 minutes to confirm. So as you can see, the wallet here is still loading. It's been 5 minutes since we've installed it, and I have a very fast internet connection. So whenever you install your Dash wallet, be prepared to let it sync up before you do anything else. Don't deposit any Dash before you've allowed your wallet to sync up. Make sure the wallet is syncing correctly. Make sure everything lines up on the wallet in terms of saying that it's synced up with the network before you do anything else. Now, one other thing you might want to know right away is where the automatic backups are. So in your Dash wallet, the thing that's unique to your specific wallet, when you create the wallet, that is backed up in a backup file. So if you show automatic backups here, and then I'll bring this down into the other window, so I can see where my wallet.dat file is for this exact wallet. Now, this wallet has no Dash in it right now. This is where my automatic backup is. So in my Dash core here, you see there's a wallet.dat file, and that's where my actual wallet is for this wallet. And then in the backups, there's a copy of the wallet in here as well. So this wallet.dat file is the essential part of your wallet. And obviously there's more complexity to this, but I'm explaining it as best I can in a simple manner. The wallet.dat file is where your wallet is, so to speak. So if you have a cash wallet here, this is the inside of your cash wallet, so to speak. This wallet.dat file is where your Dash is really kept. So this wallet.dat file, if you give me your wallet.dat file, I can open up your Dash wallet on my computer. And this is what you need to be able to have available and make sure that you keep access to this, back this up, don't lose it. So I encourage you, make sure you understand about this before even funding your wallet, because if you lose access to your Dash wallet, if you mess the wallet.dat file up, your computer gets corrupted, then you can lose your Dash that way. So I'll explain in additional tutorials all about how to keep your wallet secure and everything. This is how you download and install the Dash wallet. Now, if you've made it all the way through here and you wished I'd done the Mac installation, the Mac installation is almost exactly the same. The one difference when you go to open the wallet on Mac, the wallet on Mac is likely to tell you it's from an unidentified developer and that you can't open it. If you hold down Control when you click on it and then open it using a Control click on Mac, then you're able to open the wallet up that way. So I'm grateful I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching this with me. This is the new 12.1 Dash wallet on the inside, just getting one set up and started for the first time. If you want to see additional resources, I've got a Dash class, and I will continue to update jerrybanfield.com/Dash with the newest information and resources I have for Dash. How do you keep your Dash wallet or any other online currency wallet secure? What I will do is show you how to secure, how to encrypt your Dash wallet in this video. I'll give you suggestions based on what's worked for me, and I'll show you also how to make an ultra secure password that then you're not likely to lose, that you will be able to get access to no matter where you are. So all these resources available for you on jerrybanfield.com/dash, and I will keep this updated with the newest of what I'm doing with Dash. So let's take a look at a couple of different things you'll want to know about here in the Dash wallet. In the Dash wallet, you have the ability to encrypt your wallet. When you go up to settings, you go to encrypt your wallet. Now, why would you want to encrypt your wallet? If you don't encrypt your wallet, anyone with your wallet.dat file can simply load that wallet onto their computer and use the Dash just like it was yours. Now, if you've got your wallet encrypted, it requires a passphrase in order to open your wallet.dat file. Now, while this sounds really good on the surface, it actually may get you into more trouble than it's worth. So I'm actually going to suggest for many users, encrypting the wallet is not a good idea, because if you lose the password to your wallet, if you can't remember the password to your wallet, you're done. If you can't use that password to get back in your wallet, there's no good way to recover your Dash wallet. So the easiest way to lose all of your Dash would not be to have it stolen out of your wallet.dat file. The easiest way to lose your wallet would be to go encrypt your wallet and just carelessly put a password in that then you can't remember in a few months or a few years, or that you lost track of. Encrypting your wallet requires an entire additional layer of security and an entire additional layer of opportunity to lose access to your wallet. So if you lose your wallet.dat file after you've encrypted your wallet, you still may not be able to get back into your wallet. So for example, if you lose, your computer goes down and you didn't back your wallet.dat file up anywhere and you didn't keep the private keys anywhere to it, you may not be able to get back in your Dash wallet that way. But on top of that, if you encrypted it and you can't get into the password, even if you do have your wallet.dat file and your computer crashed, if you can't get the password back, you won't be able to get into it, and no one else will likely be able to help you get into it either. That's why it's encrypted. It's extra secure. So I recommend think about whether it's best for you to even encrypt your wallet at all. If you frequently are losing your passwords, I've got a system I'll show you right here that will allow you to use passwords in a way where you won't lose track of them. I am liable to lose my passwords as well. I have all kinds of accounts, so I have one system I use to keep my passwords safe. Now, the problem with any system is if you crack the system to keep the passwords safe, then all the passwords can go down from there. So there are things like two-factor authentication you can set up to keep things like that even more secure. I recommend, if you want to encrypt your wallet, do it before you put any Dash into it. Don't even deposit any Dash, because if you mess up the encryption, which is easier than you'd think, if you mess the encryption up on your wallet, if you immediately lose your passphrase, and let's say you put 20 Dash in there, which is worth a little over $400 now, it's just like one of these. If you lose this wallet, if I lose this wallet with my cash in it, it's gone. Now I can get the credit cards back, but if I lose this wallet with the cash in it, that's it. So the Dash wallet has the similar downsides of a real wallet, and you can essentially, if you encrypt your wallet, I could essentially lock myself out of this wallet. Now, how stupid would that be, that there'd be cash sitting in here and I couldn't actually get into it? So I encourage you to think hard whether you want to even encrypt your wallet or not. If you just have one computer at home that you and maybe your partner use, and you don't have a lot of people coming in and out of your house, if you honestly are not that tech savvy and you just want to invest and have a Masternode, I don't think you need to encrypt your wallet. Even if you have a Masternode that has 20,000, I don't think you need to encrypt it, because your main worry would be losing access to your own wallet, losing that password. So if you don't have a big need, if you're not doing a ton of things online, if your computer and online routines are fairly straightforward, if you know what you're doing a little bit, I encourage don't encrypt the wallet at all, because the odds of it getting stolen are less than the odds of you losing access to it if something happens. Now, if you are comfortable in all situations that you won't lose the password to your Dash wallet, and I'll give you a tool to help out with that, then I recommend go ahead and encrypt the wallet before you even get started. Another thing, for example, if you die and you're the only one that knew the password to your Dash wallet and you've got a Masternode in an encrypted wallet, your spouse and no one else will be able to help you access that. So if you want everything to be set up in a way that anyone else could access your Dash wallet who needed to in your life, then don't encrypt it unless you've given the person the ability to also figure out how your passwords are. And I know this may sound out of the box, and I'm sure there's one mind out there that says you have to always encrypt your wallet. How could you ever? I'm just saying, I've seen a lot of people lose passwords to things. You lose a password to this Dash wallet and you're done. So if you definitely do want to encrypt it, and I have my wallet encrypted, I encourage you to encrypt your wallet as well and use a system to keep track of your passwords. So over on the settings, here's how you do it. You hit encrypt wallet. Now you need a passphrase in order to encrypt your wallet. Now, if you need a really good passphrase, I recommend, or a good strong password to do this. You don't want to do something simple because this could be pretty easily cracked by someone making an attempt at it. If you're going to encrypt your wallet, do it right. Do it right so that the password is effective. Don't put something like password or your first name or something easy to guess. And if you're going to do it right, you need to keep track of it so that someone else, if they needed access to the wallet in an emergency, could be able to get into it. And the simple way to do that, I use LastPass to do that. So this is listed on my jerrybanfield.com/resources page. Wherever I put that over here, there we go. This is listed on the page. I've got a direct link to go secure your wallet with LastPass. So what is LastPass? LastPass is an app that's available. It's available on mobile devices. It's available online. It's available as a Chrome browser extension. It is extremely helpful for keeping track of all your passwords and generating passwords as well. So it solves a bunch of different problems with one specific app. You can get LastPass totally for free. I use a premium version of LastPass that allows me to have additional features. If you sign up using the direct link I've got on my page, you will get a month of premium free, and I will get a month of premium free as well, which I appreciate. So you can get LastPass for free, and then premium has extended features. And the nice thing with LastPass, then, it has unlimited password storage. You can put all your passwords into LastPass, and then all you need is one ultra secure master password. Now, if your master password goes down for LastPass, it's like you've just given someone the keys to your house. They can come in and take whatever they want. So then all you need to remember is one master password for LastPass. And that you might need to write down or put it in a safe spot somewhere in case you forget it. At least then, if you've got your master password, and even if something happens to that, LastPass could potentially help you get back in your account even if you've lost it. However, you want to get you a very good master password for LastPass, because then you can keep all your passwords everywhere online safe, and then you can make more difficult passwords. So I've got, with LastPass, you have unlimited storage, digital records. It's so simple. It signs you in automatically. It's really nice in order to have all these different accounts online. So what I recommend, the premium's only $1 a month too, and it has nice features. And what I recommend is to use LastPass to do what I'm going to show you right here. So you'll see on LastPass, it has the option to generate a secure password. So for encrypting my wallet, what I want is to use this option in LastPass to generate a secure password. And then LastPass produces something. This is just a random password it produced for me, not one I'm using or anything. This password is what it produced for me. And now if you want to encrypt your Dash wallet, I recommend having a password like this. Something that's not possible for someone to guess. And then if someone does try and crack your wallet, it's going to take a whole lot of time, effort, and skill. So LastPass takes all the guesswork out of having to try and figure out what password you should use, and it allows using ultra secure passwords all over the web and then easily changing them as well. When you encrypt your wallet, you have the option to go over here and then change the passphrase. So if for some reason your LastPass gets compromised and they don't take your Dash wallet right away, you can change your passphrase in here and you set up a new LastPass or something. So on your encrypt wallet, you can then use this ultra secure password as your new passphrase, and then you've got LastPass to go remember the password. That way, you've got your master password to LastPass. I know this is a lot of LastPass and passwords. You've got your master password to LastPass. And then if you have a spouse or a son or daughter or a parent, you want to be able to access your account in case of your passing away, because these Dash accounts, this is something I want to have as an inheritance that I want to have for a long time. So I want my wife to be able, if something happens to me, to be able to access all my Dash account. So then all that needs to happen, my wife has then as my master LastPass password, she can get into all of my accounts online, including my encrypted Dash wallet then. So this passphrase, I am able to take a nice long password like that and then encrypt my wallet like that. Now I encourage you, if you've used something like LastPass to generate a password, I encourage you to take the whole password and paste it in when it says encrypt wallet, to paste that passphrase in, and then to manually retype it in the second time to make sure that what you copied and pasted is exactly what you've got matched. And I recommend doing this before the wallet has any Dash in it, so that then it'll have the option to lock and unlock the wallet. So once you've got it encrypted, I recommend going through and making sure you can lock and unlock the wallet successfully. And then you've got your encrypted wallet ready to go. It's ready to do transactions securely online. Now, you can see after all that I've explained to you how much easier it is to just not fool around with encrypting the wallet. However, your wallet is vulnerable then to being stolen. So I hope that I've presented here in this tutorial the effective ups and downs of potentially encrypting a wallet or not encrypting a wallet. And I hope I've given you a clear system here to use if you do decide you want to encrypt the wallet, that you do it in a way that you don't have to worry about losing access to the wallet by losing your password, that you've then got your password backed up. You can back it up on LastPass, and you can actually print out your passwords from LastPass and have a physical copy if you prefer as well. So I appreciate you watching this tutorial. I hope it's helpful for you, and I'll keep updating the resources on my website to give you the very best of what I know about Dash. How do I back up my Dash wallet and restore it in case there's some kind of computer loss? I think this is absolutely essential to know how to back up and restore your wallet, because if anything happens to your Dash wallet and you can't restore it, you can lose your Dash. For example, I created this Play wallet for a tutorial. So this is not my main wallet. I've just created this one to demonstrate how these things work. Now, if this wallet were to be lost, for example, if I go up here and show automatic backup. So this is how you find your wallet.dat file. You go up to Tools and you show automatic backups. And then you go over to Dash Core here, and then this wallet.dat file, if something happens to this, I've lost my Dash forever, because this is where my private wallet data is stored. So if I were to just go delete this right now and permanently delete it, my Dash would be gone. I'd have no way to recover it short of having some miracle technician come over and restore the wallet.dat file. This means if your computer crashes, and you could potentially lose your wallet. So I'm going to show you how to back it up. What you can do then is use something. You could use a cloud service if you wanted to have your wallet.dat file backed up. Something like Dropbox. You could use Microsoft's OneDrive. You could use Apple's iCloud Drive. You could use something to back your wallet.dat file up on that then if something happens to your computer, the wallet.dat file is still okay. It's still in the cloud. You can also back your wallet.dat up on a USB drive. You could even get creative and put it somewhere like on your phone using a folder. You could even take the private keys directly out of the wallet.dat file and then write those on a piece of paper and put them in your wallet if you wanted to. To me, the easiest thing is to simply copy the wallet.dat file as a backup and save the backups somewhere I can get to them. For example, USB drive. You save all the backups on that one USB drive and then it's offline. No one can then just come take your wallet unless they actually physically get a hold of the USB drive. And this goes back to encryption also. Now this Play wallet is not encrypted because that slows everything down for me doing a tutorial. However, if you encrypt your wallet, then someone getting a hold of your wallet.dat file will not allow them to use your wallet without getting through your passphrase. However, if you lose your passphrase, it doesn't matter if you have the wallet.dat file or not, you will not be able to get back into the wallet. So I encourage you to consider rather having a passphrase that could potentially lose you access to your wallet if you don't know where you put it, or if you can't find it. I encourage you to consider whether encryption is right for you based on how you feel about your ability to keep a password and absolutely not lose it. So if you do have your wallet encrypted or don't, it's the same basic process to back it up. So what you do show automatic backups. You learn where your automatic backup files are. You learn where your wallet.dat file is. Now, I encourage you to close the wallet while you do this, and I will close it and open it for training purposes here. So I've got my wallet.dat file. What I'm going to do, I go up to File and I go to Backup Wallet. So in order to back up the wallet, I'm going to just stick this in a Documents folder. I'll just put it somewhere where it'll be all on its own. So I could even actually go put it straight in another folder, but I will go just put it in this Documents folder right here. I will call this tutorial backup. So we're going to call this tutorial backup on the wallet.dat file. So now that I've got the wallet.dat file backed up, I've got a folder open over here where I've got my wallet.dat file right here. And now if I go over to Documents, I've got all these different options in my Documents folder, but you can see that's not even where it went. So you want to make sure you find wherever you saved your wallet.dat file. So I have to go all the way over in here, and that's where mine's actually located. So I've got the tutorial backup over here, and this could be on a USB drive, it could be in a cloud drive, whatever I wanted to do with it. So I've got this tutorial backup. Now when I go exit, I can go exit my wallet, and then I'm not actually going to exit it. I'll just show you how to do it when it's closed. So I could go exit my wallet, and then let's say there was some crash and something happened to my wallet. Now what I would do to restore the wallet, I would take this, so let's say the entire wallet file got deleted. Let's say the computer crashed and I had this wallet backup on a USB drive somewhere. What I would do is reinstall the wallet, sync it back up, and then when the wallet was actually up, I go in, I take this tutorial backup file and I put it in here, and then while the wallet's closed, and then I delete the new wallet.dat file. I changed the name to wallet. I just change it to wallet. So right here, I'll show you how to do that. I just change it to wallet.dat then. So you could essentially just replace it that way as well. You could just replace the file in here. Then next time the wallet opens up, it will open up as your wallet with exactly what you backed it up with before. So I'm grateful today to have the chance to share exactly how to back up your wallet file. And I recommend having a backup system you can use that's fairly straightforward. If you're going to be making transactions on a regular basis, for example, it could be simple to just back your wallet up at the end of every day using something like a USB drive and have some system so that you have contingency plans. For example, if you just have it on a USB drive and your computer, let's say you have a really bad day. You have a laptop and your USB drive. Let's say someone pushes you in the pool at a party while you're holding your laptop and your laptop and your USB drive's ruined. Your wallet is now gone for Dash. So if you've got something like a Dropbox account, you could also put a wallet.dat backup file there, or you could even, if you have a Masternode, it might be a good idea. You could get a USB and not use that wallet a whole bunch, and that way you just take off the rewards, for example. You wouldn't want to do this all the time, but for having a Masternode, for example, you could get a USB drive, back the Masternode wallet up, and then go put a copy of the USB drive in a safety deposit box at a bank, and then you could, say, have another one at your house if you wanted. That way, if your whole house burns down or you're holding your laptop, you get pushed in the pool, and you lose your USB drive, you lose your laptop, you then still could go get the USB out of the safety deposit box. Another way to do this, you could just pull the private keys out of your wallet, and then even if you lose the specific wallet.dat file, if you say had the private keys written down somewhere, you had it saved somewhere like Evernote that it keeps on all your devices, then you would be able to reconstruct your wallet.dat file with the private keys. So there's lots of different ways to back up your file. I hope that I've effectively shared to you the ups and downs of each, and I hope I've fully communicated about encrypting your wallet. That the stupidest thing that I feel could happen with a Dash wallet is to completely lose access to it. At least if someone steals your Dash wallet, they can use the Dash you had. If you just lose access to it yourself, and you're not able to restore your wallet after a backup, that would just be pretty ridiculous. So I'm grateful to share this with you today. I hope this is useful. I hope you have a wonderful day using this information. How do I buy Dash online using a currency like dollars, Australian dollars, euros, pounds, etc.? The first step I take is I fund my Coinbase account. Now, this is how I'm currently doing it. You can see any updates to the existing process on jerrybanfield.com/dash. This is how I've bought the majority of my Dash so far. So I'm showing you what I've done, and I hope to improve it, have a better page available for you at jerrybanfield.com/dash. I start off by funding my Coinbase account, which I'm able to do with my bank account, a wire transfer, or other payment methods they have available. And then what I do, I have the choice. I can either buy Bitcoin or Ethereum. I've bought both of those. So I change my US dollars. I use the buy and sell tab to buy either Bitcoin or Ethereum. Either one will work for what I'm showing you. And then I've got the Bitcoin and Ethereum available here. Then what I do, I am on Poloniex.com. Now, there's direct links to each of these. If you use the Coinbase link on my website, I will be grateful if you use it and sign up directly with that, because Coinbase gives you and me $10 whenever you sign up using my link, and then fund your account for your first $100 of Bitcoin. I'm grateful 70-something people have already done that, so I've got this direct link for Coinbase here. And then Poloniex is an exchange where you can trade all different currencies. So Coinbase is my wallet where I can hold Bitcoin and Ethereum, and Coinbase allows me to change my wallet of US dollars back and forth into Bitcoin and Ethereum whenever I want to, while they charge a 1% or so fee for doing so. So I start off, I use my bank account to get my Coinbase wallet funded. I buy the Bitcoin or Ethereum on my Coinbase wallet, and then I use Poloniex. I go over to, I signed up for a Poloniex account, and this allows me to trade all kinds of different currencies. There's tons of them. If I take this little star off over here and show only that, you'll see There's tons of online currencies you can trade over here on the right side on Poloniex, and Dash is one of those. Now, hopefully there'll be better methods than this available soon. This is the one I've used mostly. So I go over to balances, deposits, and withdrawals. Now, Poloniex uses all these online currencies, and that's how you trade. You deposit in online currency, you trade in online currency, and then you withdraw in online currency. So Poloniex doesn't do anything with fiat currency, as it's US dollars, Canadian, Australian, euros, pounds. Poloniex doesn't do anything with that. So what you do, you take on Coinbase then, or wherever your wallet is, whatever you've done in order to get some Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other currency besides Dash, you get that in your wallet and then you send that to the deposit address on Poloniex. So I've got all these different deposit addresses Poloniex gives me, and this is how I make my deposit. So to deposit Bitcoin, what I do is I hit the deposit and I look at the address. And the same thing, if I want to deposit Ethereum, instead I hit the deposit and it has a warning on it, so respect whatever warnings they give you, and then I click to show me the deposit address, and then I get an address here which I already sent to fund and trade the Dash to do this. So you get the deposit address, you put the deposit address right here, you decide how much you want to send. Now you pick either Ethereum or Bitcoin. Currently on Coinbase, you pick, for example, if I wanted to send all this Ethereum over, I would type this in, and then I would copy and paste the exact Ethereum address in there that Poloniex gave me. Now I went and did this process beforehand, because I needed to have this ready. It takes 15 or 20 minutes between when you send it and when Poloniex will actually allow you to trade it. So what I did, I sent that before this tutorial, and I already completed this process. I hit send funds, and it sent the funds there, and now my funds are available. You see the estimated value of my holdings is $99.17. And I've currently got that in Dash because I tried to film an original version of this tutorial and butchered it so bad. So I already actually bought the Bitcoin back and forth from the Dash. So what you see, I've got the Dash, I have 3.99 Dash now. All I had to do was trade this. I go over to my options to trade here, and you can sort by coin. So for example, if you deposit Bitcoin, you just go over and find Dash. You then click on the Dash exchange, and then you go over here and put your amount of Dash you want to buy. You put your price and the amount. So for example, if I wanted to sell my Dash, I would do the same basic thing. I'd put a sale price in, and then I'll show you doing it in real time here. And I had the last tutorial didn't turn out so well, so we'll see if I've learned a couple of things since then. So what I'm going to do is sell all of my Dash at below market price. So I want to sell all of my Dash here. So I'm going to put a price in that's significantly below. And yes, I will get hit by a small fee for doing this, but hey, this is a tutorial. I want you to know how to do it. So I'm going to put my price in below market value here. So you can see the buy orders that are listed on here are what people have already agreed to pay for. So if I put a price in below the buy order, that means someone has already agreed to pay the price, pay more than I've even put it in a buy order. So if I hit sell right now, I hit sell, I've sold my 3.99 Dash back into Bitcoin. So now I have Bitcoin over here. I don't have any Dash left, and I've got everything back in Bitcoin. Now, if I go back over here to deposits and withdrawals, you'll see it didn't cost me any money to switch that back and forth, even because the fee was so small, it didn't make a difference. So I'll take you through, shawty, I could take you there. Whoa. I'll take you through the exact process. Once you've got your Bitcoin deposited over here, this is what it looks like to go buy it. So I'll zoom this in so you can see it a little better. And I'll take my bar off here on the top for a minute. So I've got this, you've got this buy Dash window. So you've got the 0.08 Bitcoin, and what you want to do is turn that Bitcoin into Dash. So I copy my Bitcoin over here and paste it. Now what I want to do though is look down at the sell orders. How much am I going to have to buy in order to make the sale? So In other words, what price do I need to put it? So I just copied and pasted exactly what I had there. This order book, the person has agreed already to pay the exact price that I've got up here. So I put in a buy order, and that was easy. I now have I've transitioned all of my Bitcoin over back into Dash. So now you see how I just both did each side of the equation. I bought Dash and sold Dash back and forth from Bitcoin to Dash. So that's how you can buy and sell into each individual currency. Now, if I would have placed the price here, and let's say someone bought that entire order out right when I put it in there, what it would have done instead is put a buy order in up here, and then as soon as someone put in a sell order that matched with my buy order, then I would have been able to buy it. So if you don't look at the price down here and you just put in a buy order, you might be annoyed. It'll say buy order placed and you'll be like, what the heck? And then you won't have any Bitcoin or any Dash because it'll all be available on orders. If you did something like that, which I did on the first version of this tutorial and it was really bad, so I literally just refilmed this to make it better. So you can go over to your balances and go to deposits. If you have any open orders, if you accidentally placed an order and it's open, you can just go over here and cancel it, and that will make all of your funds available again. So what I've got now, I've got deposits and withdrawals. You can see I lost a few cents changing it twice. I think that's worth it to film a good tutorial. So now what I want to do, I want to withdraw this into my Dash wallet. So Poloniex will give me the option to withdraw this, and now what I need to do is put how much I'm going to withdraw. So I put the entire amount in there, and they're going to take a small fee off of it in order to withdraw it. So you can see how much I'm actually going to get out of here. Now what I need is a Dash address to fill my wallet up. So this is where I go, I click receive, and now what I want to is use this Poloniex. So even though I created this one before in the wallet tutorial, even though I put for 1,000 Dash on it or whatever, I can use this address I already created. So I'm going to just copy and paste this address I already created. In order to make one like this, all you do is type in, for example, Poloniex is where I typed in the label up here. And then you can type a message, you can put an amount, you can do whatever you want in there. So this is how I created this address. Now I'm just going to click it and use the address. And then what I'll do is paste this over here. And then I'm going to double check that I pasted it correctly. So it looks like everything's pasted in. I checked the beginning and the end. So it starts with XIUK and then it ends with TLD. So it looks like I copied and pasted it correctly. Messing this up, I would say, will be one of the easiest ways to foul up your Dash. So I suggest test this out in smaller amounts before you go do it in a big amount. Now what I do is I click on withdraw, and now I have to go check my email to verify my withdrawal. Once I've verified my withdrawal via email, it'll take approximately 30 minutes. Or it can take even longer than that. Poloniex has to go through and manually approve each withdrawal. Now, also, if you withdraw a larger amount, that seems to require a more of a review process. I think when I withdrew smaller amounts, it went through pretty fast. When I withdrew about $5,000 or $6,000, $7,000 in Dash at once, it took a lot longer. So all I need to do is check my email now, click the link in the email, and Poloniex will then send that into my Dash wallet. So yes, I realize that is a somewhat complicated system requiring using several different websites to first fund a wallet, then go trade it, then actually get it into the Dash wallet. What I'm hoping for soon on jerrybanfield.com/Dash is to give you a way where you can directly deposit Dash with using cash into your wallet. So you go make a deposit at a local bank account, and then from there you can directly fill up your Dash wallet. I realize this system is a little inefficient in terms of all the different parts to it. However, this is the best there currently is. I will make a new version of this whenever there's better. So just check on jerrybanfield.com jerrybanfield.com/dash. You can see if there's a new system. I'm signing up. I'm learning more. So I'm working to get an exchange where I can buy Dash directly that I'm satisfied with signing up and using their services enough to tell you about it. So I'm testing out things right now, and I'll put the things that I've proven to work the best for me on Dash. So this is what's proven to work for me the best so far, and I appreciate you watching this here with me. How can I buy Dash quickly without having to use a third-party exchange? I have another tutorial where I've shown how to use something like Poloniex to change Bitcoin and Ethereum or other currencies into Dash. But if you've got something like Bitcoin or another kind of coin and you want to change it into Dash, how can you do it at the very fastest speed? I will show you the best way I know to currently do this. So I'm going to do this live with you in real time, which I hope will be fun. And I've got $199.97 on Coinbase that I'm going to empty out into Dash as we do this live. So I've got this on my website at jerrybanfield.com/dash. This is a two-part system, essentially. You need a wallet with some kind of online currency. I use Coinbase because that allows me to fund US dollars directly into my bank account. And then with Coinbase, I can go over to buy and sell and convert my US dollars back and forth into Bitcoin and Ethereum currently, along with anything else they add, all that I want to. Then on the other side of the website, I've got a way to use Shapeshift to change Bitcoin and Ethereum into Dash. So let's go over to Shapeshift. And what I've done on here is I've put resources on this page that are the best of what I'm currently using. However, if the page looks different when you visit it, it'll be because I've updated it. I'm testing new ways to buy Dash even faster and at the cheapest price. So this is one of the best things I've got so far. So Shapeshift allows me to change one type of coin into another. So what I want to do, I have Bitcoin. So I want to change Bitcoin into Dash. So that's the first thing we're going to do together here. So I'm going to show you how this works. So I've got Bitcoin to Dash over here. And then on my Coinbase account, I've got my Bitcoin. So I'm ready to go. And I'm going to go all in on this. We're not even going to use a refund address. I recommend using one, but hey, if I mess this up, it'll cost me $100. I can live with that. So you don't even need a refund address to do this, which is cool. So I'm going to go my Dash address, my destination address. Now, how do I get that? Well, what I'll do, I'll go over here in the Receive tab, and I'm going to make a new Dash address. So I'm going to call this Shapeshift. There we go. Shapeshift from Coinbase Bitcoin. That way, for my accounting, I know exactly how this money got in there. And then if I get audited, look, this is how this Dash got in here. I took it from my Coinbase account through Shapeshift. Now, the one problem with this is that Shapeshift takes a exchange rate fee. So the rate that they give you on Shapeshift is a bit lower than you'd get on the rest of the marketplace. So if you want to change it at the absolute lowest rate, Poloniex or another exchange may present the best way to do that. That's how I changed most of my Bitcoin and Ethereum into Dash. However, Shapeshift, if you want the absolute fastest speed, Shapeshift offers very fast speed, as we'll show in real time. So let's get to doing this. So what I need here to start is a Dash address. So I've got a Dash address on here. I'll hit request payment. Now this will come in here, and I can just hit copy address, and then I can paste the address in there. Now I'm going to double check that to make sure it works. So I can open it up over here. I see it ends in SXP. It starts in XRK. I check over there to make sure the first three and the last three lined up. Going to go all in on this no Bitcoin refund address. We'll just go ahead and lose it if it doesn't go through. So that's your risk tolerance, baby. If you can't handle the idea of losing $100, then you might not want to fool around with all this. So I've got now what I've got is a deposit address here that's given to me. So what I need to do is take my Bitcoin from Coinbase and send it over there. So I'll paste the address in here. So I've got the exact address here. and then I paste that straight into my account and make sure it looks good. And now what I'm going to do is send all the rest of the Bitcoin I've got over there and attempt to try and type it in exactly as it is here. So I've got 0.08582591, and then I will put this in here for my accounting also. Shapeshift change to dash for tutorial. So I show why I made this transaction, shapeshift to dash, and now what I do, I hit send funds over here. I hit send funds on there. You can see I'm sending $100 of Bitcoin over into the account. So I hit confirm, and then I've hit send complete. Now, if I messed it up, that's the last I'll be seeing of that $100, but let's hope I did it correctly. So right now, this will say waiting deposit on here. And then once it goes through, it will exchange it and it will be all done. And once it exchanges it, I will be able to see it incoming in my Dash wallet over here. So you can see, look how fast that is. They charge a bit of a fee for it, but look how fast that is. The deposit's received already. They're working on the exchange. Go, baby. Go, baby. That's what I've been sharing when my daughter dances. Go, baby. She's like a year and a half old. Go, baby. And she kind of like turns around, does a little dance like that. Go, baby. Little dance like that. I'm watching myself dance on the other monitor. So we're having a good time with this. We are getting our money exchanged in real time. There's some computer somewhere that is automatically changing my Bitcoin into Dash. It is awaiting exchange here. And it's cool, this is all in real time. So it'll send it straight on over there and then deposit it in my Dash wallet. So this is one of the fastest ways I've found, especially if you combine buying, if you need Dash urgently, like, oh my God, the price is going to go up, I've got to buy it today. If you need it the very fastest, you can use on my website, I've got a thing where you can buy either Bitcoin directly in from cash, and then you get that very quickly, and then you could get that same day, and then you could use Shapeshift to make the change in the same day also and have Dash within your wallet within just a few hours. I don't know why you would need to turn the cash in your wallet into Dash within a few hours, but it's possible. And then I'm hoping to have a widget on my website that will be able to go straight from cash to Dash, but Wall of Coins isn't currently there yet. So now we're awaiting exchange. They've received my deposit, and what I can do is just keep talking here and see if we can carry you through this. It's about 7 minutes. So I like to show this in real time, but I know as soon as I tab away from the window, it's going to be, as soon as I tab away from the window, it'll immediately await exchange and all done. So as soon as it exchanges, it'll be all done right away. So I'm just going to keep talking straight through this. Or maybe I'll just be quiet. I don't know. Isn't this exciting? No, you're a real-time money exchange. This is like giving MasterCard money and they're switching it over to Visa. Like, that's just ridiculous, isn't it? I don't even know why I said that. I don't know why I say a lot of things. A moment of silence for this outstanding tutorial. Awaiting exchange in real time. This is one of the longest it's actually taken before. I think we're up to a minute or two. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. No? All right, well, I selected the fast processing option, so we'll see what happens here. I'm tempted to get this started in Ethereum again. All right, look, I'm going to tab over. I'm going to open another window because then I can actually do the Ethereum to Dash. So I'm going to go over and open this other window real quick. And we're going to hit Ethereum over here to Dash. So we can do the same thing again with Ethereum in another window. All right, it's still going. Play the game of tab roulette over here. So I need another Dash address so I can pull another wallet address over here. I can hit receive over here. That doesn't make sense. I'm gonna zoom back out. There, I can actually pull another wallet address over here. So I can label this one as Shapeshift, or I could say Ether Shapeshift on this one from Coinbase. And I guess the Dash wallet. There we go. There we go. Nice. So I got Ether Shapeshift from Coinbase. So I'm going to grab this address from over here. So now I have an Ether, or this is a Dash address. So this is where I want my deposit to go. So I put my Dash address for this deposit, which is now different from the first one. So I agree to terms and start transaction over here. Meanwhile, we are still exchanging on the other window. So I'll show you this exact same process again. And I pay attention to the amount of Ether I'm allowed to send at once. And I deposit the Ether over here. So I go back and do the exact same thing on Coinbase I just did, except this time I select my Ethereum wallet. I paste the Ethereum address in here. I type in all of my Ethereum over here. Yes, I see that it started out like that. So then I can go Shapeshift Dash conversion on this one. So I've got everything typed in on here. I double check to make sure it looks good over here. I've got the deposit address. The first 3 and the last 3 look good. We'll go send funds on that. And now I need a double factor authentication on here. So we will send SMS on this window. And I will then type the code in that I just received because I've reached the threshold on Coinbase that I can send in one day. So I will type the threshold. I will type the SMS code here. And it sent me another SMS. So now I have to use the last one I sent. Whoops. So 5687. There we go. Hit confirm on that. And there we go. Sent another $100 over. And now we'll see which one finishes first. So I've got the Dash over here ready to go. And then this one is preparing me right here. So I am excited to see how fast this one goes through and see what happens. And I'm even I'm not sure what happened on the window here. A little nerve-wracked. Maybe I should have used a return address. Now I can sweat it a little bit. Now I can see exactly what happens. There's no address I can send it back to. So we'll see how it goes down here. So we got the awaiting deposit over on this side. And the deposits received over here, we'll see whether the Ethereum or the Bitcoin wins. This is the longest I've seen it take before. And you can actually bookmark it if it's taking this long again and come back to it. So I think I'm actually like sweating right now. I try and have a little bit of fun. Now it says send up to 0 Ether. I guess I've already sent the maximum amount. So I'm not sure what's happening on Coinbase. Life has decided to troll me, I guess, on both of my tutorials. It's trolled me a little bit. The very first time I recorded the Poloniex version of this, like nothing worked properly. So this is hilarious to see how this will work out right here. So I've got my Dash wallet. I guess I'll just go AFK and say, oh, look, we have 3.95 Dash coming in. That is from the Poloniex. So if I go to receive over here, I can see that then I got a deposit coming in from the Poloniex. So when you've got the actual deposit actually comes in, then you get the pending. Nice. Now I got another pending over there. Now this one went so fast that that's how fast it normally goes. So this one went very fast, and now I can even get a deposit receipt in here via email. And nice, this one exchanged. So that is how I handle. What is that? That is how I handle discomfort and uncertainty. Waiting, and look, it seems to have all gone through. So now we've got the transactions over here. It tells me exactly why I got these. So actually both of these are from the Shapeshift. Now this is why you use specific addresses, because I can see actually the Poloniex deposit has not arrived yet. But both of these from Shapeshift are currently pending. And if I go over to the transaction log, I can see that both of these just need to be confirmed before they come in, and that I then will have my Dash loaded into this nice brand new wallet here for the very first time. So I'm excited that this actually worked correctly. I will never again skip using a return address. just if you say have a return address and something goes wrong, they can just send it back. But if you just all in it and don't do a return address, because that was faster for the tutorial. So thank you so much for watching this. This is one of the fastest ways I know of to buy Dash using a different type of coin, using Shapeshift. Now, I did lose a little bit of the value of Dash. Let's see how much I have left after doing this. We'll type in coinmarketcap.com. And I sent about $100 to each of those. So it's $24.66 right now. We'll pull the calculator up over here, and we'll calculate how much I actually have in my wallet here. So after these two transactions, we'll check and look and see how much have I actually got now. So I can look and see the details, the exact amount of Dash. I can copy this amount of Dash, and then I can go paste that. You can see they're starting to confirm over here as well. So this is really fast. I actually already have the Dash available in my wallet. So I'll multiply this $3.99 times $24.66. Now this isn't exactly right because exchanges don't. So between buying this on Coinbase and sending it, I lost about $1 or $1.50 on it, which is not a big deal. And you can see how fast this is. At the beginning of this tutorial 15 minutes ago, I had this sitting in my account as Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now it is sitting in this Dash wallet as Dash. So all you need to do to get ready to fund a Masternode is just manage to get 1,000 Dash in a wallet like this, and you're ready to go ahead and make a Masternode. So I'm grateful that you've went through this whole tutorial with me. I try and just film it in real time, let it be quirky, let it be fun, and see what you think of it. So thank you. I appreciate you watching this. I hope you have a wonderful day today. How can you buy Dash and or Bitcoin with your cash? To me, one of the most difficult things about getting started with a Masternode, from if you've never done anything with, say, Bitcoin or Dash before, one of the biggest challenges is to buy Dash in order to actually get your hands on it. And one of the very easiest ways to do that is to simply use the cash, whatever cash you already have in your wallet or whatever cash you already have available in your bank account, and you can actually buy directly in with cash using the jerrybanfield.com/dash with the widget down on the bottom of my website. This is through my friend Robert's website, Wall of Coins, and Wall of Coins received a budget proposal from Dash to get a Dash to cash widget on their website. Now, currently, as I'm filming this, the only way to do it is first buy Bitcoin and convert that to Dash. So if you've got cash and you want to use that to buy into a Masternode, you can use that to first buy Bitcoin currently, and then you can buy Dash. However, if you will check, would you check on my website? It's February 23rd, 2017. If it should be, the cash to Dash widget should be ready soon. And by the time you watch this, you may be able to directly fund your Dash wallet by using cash straight into local bank accounts. So if you check, currently this is on the bottom of the page. So if you scroll down on the bottom of the page, you'll see an iframe with Wall of Coins in here, where you can currently buy Bitcoin with cash and where soon you can buy Bitcoin with Dash. Now you can buy Dash with cash. So the cool thing about Wall of Coins is it makes things simple. Currently, if you want to buy Dash using a bank account, doing some other way with cash, it can take time, it can take setting up accounts, it can take getting your identity verified with a passport. It can be very involved to buy Bitcoin or to buy Dash. Thankfully, this makes it really easy. If you've got cash lying around you want to invest, then you can just use this widget. So to use this widget, you go down on the page. I recommend Find My Location. However, mine is doing some weird error because my internet thinks I'm in Canada. Long story short, I'm going to go no thanks on here. However, I recommend when you do it, find your location and then read what this says. If it's for Bitcoin, you'll need a Bitcoin address to send the Bitcoin to that you buy. If I've got the Dash widget on here by the time you'll need your Dash wallet address to try this. Now, I recommend give this a shot on something you don't care about to begin with. Give this a shot on maybe $20 or $50 or $100, something that is not completely nerve-wracking that you're going to lose your mind if something goes wrong. I've sold over $40,000 on Wall of Coins, so I'm confident in the buying system as both a buyer and a seller. I will just hit supply and address later and show you how this works. So right now, this is for Bitcoin. So what I will do to fund my Masternode wallet, I'd essentially need to do a bunch of individual transactions. So let's say for now, I'm going to put $100 on here, and I'm going to hit next. So now I'll show you some of the bank locations. So now it tells me exactly how much Bitcoin I can get for exactly what deposit. And it thinks I'm in Canada, so this is showing Canadian banks. However, if you've put your zip code in or you've found your location, it should show you banks near you, where then once you click order, it will give you a bank account to go deposit your cash in. And when you deposit your cash in that bank account, the bank account owner then will confirm that you made a cash deposit in that account. And then that happens with the text message. When the bank account owner confirms that you've made a deposit in their account in cash, then Wall of Coins will send you the Bitcoin or the Dash that you've paid for. And that is as fast as you can usually get anything in terms of digital currency online. So that's why I really like this. I try and work to make it so there's always some Bitcoin. As soon as the Dash widget's up, I'm going to try and make sure there's some Dash available on here as well. And you can put in larger things. For example, you can put in $1,000 here that you could do, and then you'll see exactly how much you can get for putting in $1,000 payments. Now that will just depend on what the rate you get will depend on what the sellers set the rate at. So I try and mark things up at about 10% over market price for the essentially instant cash convenience. So if you use this, then you're able to get your Bitcoin right now, or you'll be able to get your Dash very quickly for cash. And the beauty of that is it's a pretty much anonymous transaction. All you need to do is provide an email and or a mobile phone number, preferably a mobile phone number. You can put your cash in a bank account and you get your Dash or your Bitcoin right away that way. So I'm grateful that this is available, that my friend Robert has worked so much to make this website possible. And if you use the widget on my website, I will be grateful. Robert will give me a small commission on whatever you buy. For example, if you buy $1,000 or something, I might get $1 or $2 commission on whatever you buy here. I am more interested to see if how much actually gets bought straight through my website. So I'm very grateful for you learning this with me. I think this is one of the easiest ways if you just want to get a little bit of Dash and fund your wallet. Or if you want to get 5 Dash for a proposal, this could be one of the fastest ways to do that, to buy Bitcoin and change it into Dash, or if the widget's up, to buy Dash directly this way. So thank you so much for learning about this with me. I hope this tutorial is helpful for you in showing how you can turn your cash through a deposit into a bank account into either Bitcoin or soon Dash. How do I create a public key for my Masternode that, especially if you're going to host with Node 40, all you need is your public key and you're ready to go with getting your Masternode online. So how do you make that initial 1,000 Dash transaction to set this up? I have a wallet I'm using just for this tutorial to show you how to do this. I am not able to show you moving my Masternode around because once you do this, then you have to keep the Dash in the exact same place you sent it. If you move it, it takes your Masternode offline. Now, you're welcome to move it from one wallet to another, switch your public key, get your Masternode back online, but each time you do this, you'll have to go through restarting your Masternode. So you want to do this once in the exact wallet that you want it to stay in. I recommend if you're going to encrypt your wallet, do it before you even send Dash to your wallet to start with. And if you're going to encrypt your wallet, make sure your wallet and you've got that password backed up, because you really want to keep your Masternode dash in the exact spot where you put it right here. So what I've got to do, I'm going to do this with 7.95 dash instead of with 1,000. So you can have whatever dash you want in your wallet, but it has to be at least 1,000 dash. What I did when I funded my Masternode wallet, I just got it up to about 1,050 dash or something like that, and then I went through this process. So the first thing you do, you need to create a receive label that you're going to use, and this is where you produce your public key. So you create the label here, you put in whatever you want. I put in Masternode public key. You can put in a label like MN1. You can put in whatever you want for the label. What you need out of this is your address, and you can put exactly 1,000 dash in there as well. And then you don't need to do instant send or private send on this either. Then to go actually send it, you go over here and hit send. So you paste that address. So you take the address from that you just made on the label. So you take whatever the address is here, you copy the address, and then you paste that in here. Make sure that address is exactly the same, because if you mess that up, you could send your dash out somewhere else. So be very careful. Do this nice and slow. Make sure you've got your label. Make sure the address is exactly the same as right here, and then paste it over here and then send it. So you type in what you need to do on this is just type in the 1,000 dash. Now, I'm going to pretend that my 1 dash is 1,000. So you just do the same thing I'm doing, except you add 3 zeros to actually do this. And I'm not going to put any fee in it. I'm not going to mess around with the subtract fee or anything. So all I do now is I hit send to confirm the action. Now this is, I don't need this on here, so I'll delete that and I hit send. So this is actually, this will add a transaction fee to it. So what it will do is it will actually take it will actually take a little bit more dash out of my wallet. So this will create a Masternode public key. It won't actually do it, but if you do it with 1,000 dash, it will. So you need to have a little bit more than 1,000 dash in your wallet, because you may have to add the transaction fee to it. So I hit yes right here to send it. And then what I do, I go over to transactions, and then you'll see this is a payment to yourself. Now, it may possibly not charge a fee on setting up the Masternode one, but as you can see, I sent a payment of exactly 1 dash to myself, which actually cost me a little bit of dash just to send it. So in order to use your Masternode, you will have to wait until the payment gets confirmed by the network. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I just sent this to myself in my own wallet. Why does it need to be confirmed by the network? The network needs to confirm that your dash is now at the new address you sent it. And then once you've done that, once it's confirmed, before it's confirmed, it won't work. But once it's confirmed, then you can use your public key and you can put that into wherever you're going to host your Masternode. I use Node 40, as I explain on my jerrybanfield.com/dash page that I make sure to show in all my tutorials. So there's a direct link to it there. So this is how you generate the public key. And then once you've got that public key, you are able to launch your Masternode from there. And once you've also got that public key on, you'll notice the balance in my wallet didn't noticeably change because of doing that either. Once you've got the public key on, one thing you will definitely want to do, I recommend that you will have wanted to encrypt your wallet if you're going to do that before you go do this Masternode setup so you don't mess it up. But then what you want to do, you want to go in the settings. So you go over here to options. What you want to do once you've got this Masternode on, you want to enable control features and show Masternodes tab. Now, I don't need to do that because I don't have a Masternode in this wallet, but you want to absolutely enable coin control features. Now, why do you want to enable coin control features? This way you don't accidentally send out your Masternode. Because when you go to send a dash, it gives you these input options in here. So by default, it will lock up your Masternode and not allow you to send with it. However, having these coin control features gives you the ability to choose exactly what Dash you want to use. For example, I can then select and purposefully, let's say I want to send a Dash to my other wallet on Mac. I then can send my Dash specifically out of this Masternode public key, or I can send my Dash out of the Shapeshift deposits I've got. I can choose what input I use as my output. So you want the coin control features enabled to make sure you don't accidentally send the Dash out of your Masternode. So that is helpful to me for having a Masternode. I hope this is helpful for you as a tutorial to show you how to set up a Masternode public key. And then once you've got that public key set up, the public key is just wherever you sent it to. So you just take that address and put that into your system. And if you sent 1,000 Dash instead of 1 to do this, you're ready to go. What is the easiest way to get a Dash Masternode set up and hosted? I've found that with having a Dash Masternode, the most challenging part is being able to get it hosted. Now, it is possible for you to completely set up and host your own Masternode. Now, if you're tech savvy, I think you could save a lot of money by setting up your own Masternode and learning how to do that. What I'm going to show you in here is the easy way to get your Masternode online. And this is what I use to host my Masternode. A Masternode requires a server to process transactions. So it's not as simple as just getting the Dash into your wallet and then setting up your own Masternode. You need to be able to know how to set up a server, a virtual private server or something similar, and have that available online. Now, Node 40 makes it really easy. All I need to do is get the 1,000 Dash into my wallet, plug some information into Node 40, pay them to host it, and then I have a Masternode hosted. So if you go to jerrybanfield.com/dash, you scroll down and find the Masternode section. I have direct links to node40.com. I'm grateful Node 40 also gave me a link to track if someone uses my exact sign-up link. If you use my exact sign-up link, you will get a 1 Dash credit, which is currently worth about $25 or so. You'll get a $25 or so credit off of your hosting with Node 40. So if you click on sign up on my website or any of these Node 40 links, you'll be taken over here to Node 40 where you can create your email and password. And thankfully, Node 40 is very easy to use to get your Masternode online. So what I did, I went over and put in my email and password. I created an account and I learned all about what Node 40 does. So I'm going to show you all the things that Node 40 does in here. So first, the pricing. You might want to know the pricing. How much does it cost? Well, you can monitor Masternodes for free. However, if you want what you want as a Masternode owner is a single owner remote start Masternode. So a single owner remote start Masternode, that's what I have. You see right here, you supply and hold your 1,000 Dash. And then when you've supplied and hold your own Dash right here, Node 40 manages the remote Masternode. So all I need to do with my Masternode is get my Dash set up properly in my wallet. Node 40 handles the rest. It's a really sweet system. They prefer payment in Dash, but they also accept payment through Stripe via credit card. I'm grateful that I got a big discount on using the credit card payment because of a little error. So I'm grateful to have a chance to share this with you today as I use the yearly discount as well. To me, the best way to do a Masternode is to get this yearly discount, 20% off, especially if you think the Dash price is going to go up. Use that 20% discount while the Dash price is lower, as I've done pay for the whole year, and now my mining rewards within a month or a month and a half have paid for the rest of my year of hosting in terms of just the mining rewards themselves. So I have about 10, 11 months where I essentially get mining rewards paid out completely as profit. And then I will have, out of those mining rewards, I can get another year at another discount. So the easy way to do this with setting up a Masternode, all you need to do is create your account. you could do the transaction in your wallet, and then you enter that information into Node 40, and you truly get passive income the majority of the time. Occasionally, there's an update that requires a Masternode restart. Thankfully, as of February 23rd, 2017, we just completed that update, so there's not likely to be an update for the foreseeable future. So you should be able to just get your Masternode set up at Node 40, and then you shouldn't have to do anything else with it except take your money for quite a while. Now, the Node 40 website has outstanding tutorials, which I went through and used. It gives you the basics of exactly what you need to do before you get your Masternode. It gives you the exact wallet link like I've got on my website. It encourages you to turn on coin control so you don't accidentally send the Dash you do have out of the Masternode wallet that you're using. Then you can back up your individual keys. And then what you need to be able to do is to create a Masternode public key by sending yourself 1,000 Dash. So once you've got your 1,000 Dash in your wallet, and you can fund your wallet however you want. You can get 50 Dash here, 100 Dash here, 300 there. All you need to do is get exactly 1,000 Dash in your wallet, and then you send the 1,000 Dash to yourself. So you create an address in your wallet, and then you send that to yourself. So there's no risk involved in sending the Masternode 1,000 Dash payment. It must be exactly 1,000 Dash. It cannot be more or less than that. Then what you need to be able to do is use your console and restart that. So I'll show you inside these in later tutorials how to do this. So then you can remove your rewards also once you get paid, and I've removed the first month or two of rewards I've got. You can remove the rewards you get and send them to a different wallet. Let's say you have a wallet you just want to use for spending. And then it's so easy with Node 40 to be able to host these masternodes. And I've found the help button on Node 40 here is very helpful. So I got stuck on one particular step on it, and the founder of the company actually was able to chat with me and help me get my Masternode online. So the nice thing is Node 40 makes hosting a Masternode as easy as you can imagine. If you wanted to get into, say, Bitcoin mining or something else, it might be challenging and difficult to get into earning mining rewards, but Node 40 makes this really easy. So I'm grateful that my Masternode is on Node 40 today. I hope in showing you node40.com and telling you that I use it, showing you how easy it is, that you'll have the courage to go forward, buy the Dash, get the wallet funded, and go through and get that Masternode set up on Node 40. How do I participate in the Dash community? I think one of the best part about working with online currencies, especially Dash, is the chance to be a part of something, to contribute something. Think about being one of the original people to work on MasterCard or Visa when they were building up and starting to offer credit cards. To me, this is an opportunity to work on something that later we might take for granted and say, wow, it's so cool, you could have been one of the first people to work on Dash or Bitcoin to make these things that change the world and are so helpful. So what I'll do, I'll show you exactly how I participate in the community. And what I love about having a Masternode is a chance to be actively involved in the community. Now, you can be actively involved in the community and help out a lot without a Masternode. So I'm going to show you the best ways that I think are to participate and to get involved, and to even have a chance to get paid by the Dash community to contribute to help to make a difference. So I've got 3 links on my website under the how to participate in the Dash community. One of them is the Dash official forums. So you have the dash.org/forum over here, and I'm a forum guy. I've been in a lot of forums in my life. I've made probably tens of thousands of forum posts on all kinds of different posts. So if you like forums, there's lots of Dash guides. There's all the Dash community. This to me is the hub of it in the forums. And I've spent most of my time in the pre and budget proposal discussions area. However, if you want to get to know the Dash community, just reading through these forums is a great place to meet people, to start figuring out what you uniquely can add to the Dash community. The Dash forums, I believe, have enough depth to do outstanding research. I've found some things on the Dash forum that are helpful for me to learn how to be a more effective member of the community. And I've got some great feedback. If you look at these pre and budget discussions, I've got some great feedback on my previous proposals that have helped me do a better job as a community member. So that is the number one way to participate for anyone who's interested in Dash, is to get to know the forums, read, learn, and you can contribute right there. Now, there's also the budget proposals, and I think this is the most lucrative thing for newcomers to the community, is to figure out a way to do something for the Dash community and actually get paid for it. So I'll show you my budget proposals here. If you go view budget proposals, you'll get over here to dashcentral.org/budget. Now, these are people, companies who've submitted applications to get paid Dash in exchange for doing something for the network. So one of the really cool things you'll see here is about the budget payments. In 9 days, the budget is paying out $6,917 up to that much Dash. So this is like grant money, essentially, that is made available for helping out. All kinds of help is needed with the community. Things from basic marketing and advertising, public relations, infrastructure development. There's all kinds of opportunities to help build the Dash community. And I encourage, if you can think of ones that uniquely apply your skills to what the community needs, then there's an outstanding opportunity to actually earn some money applying your skills to grow Dash. And this is something that's not available for Bitcoin. I think this is a really cool feature. So when you go into the budget proposals, it's a good idea to read and see what people are currently asking for. And I'll show you the one I've got right here. I have a 10 video tutorials one. Now, I've submitted, this is the 4th proposal I've submitted. The first one got rejected pretty much unanimously. The second one also got rejected thoroughly. And the third one got approved, but I messed it up. An update caused it to go. So this one, I'm excited. This may be, after all kinds of effort and after spending 20 Dash, that's 5 Dash, 4 different times. Oh yeah, the catch, you have to pay 5 Dash to submit a proposal. This is how the system limits spam. So currently it costs $100+ to submit a proposal. So as of today's current rates, I have spent 20 Dash, which is almost $500 submitting proposals, and I'm hoping to get one funded, which would currently pay about $725 back. So this has a steep learning curve to it, especially if you come in and don't do enough research before you submit your proposal. So what I've offered to do is make 10 video tutorials, and I actually have just been going ahead and making them before it even officially gets approved. Now, it looks like it has a good shot to get approved. I just need a few more yes votes to get things approved. And then they will send me, if it gets approved, $700 or so worth of Dash, which is currently 29 Dash, which will cover those first 4 proposals, including this one I put in. So there's outstanding opportunity as a member of the community to be able to participate in these budget proposals. Now, the nice thing you can do, if you've got Node 40 hosting you, you can then use your Masternode there to vote yes and no on these. So I generally vote yes on most Masternodes. I generally go forward and vote yes on most of the Masternodes because this allows me to, I don't like to vote no very often unless a proposal's terrible, especially with having several of mine rejected. I generally vote yes on most of them unless they're terrible. So the budget proposals, especially if you have a Masternode, it's a fun way to help contribute to the community. And if you see one by Jerry Banfield and you have a Masternode, would you please vote yes? I would appreciate it. So I go through and generally vote yes. I've read through several of these other videos. Now, even though I just went and made a wallet backup restore video today, I actually voted yes for this anyway. So I read through some of these other proposals. I think these look good at first glance, so I'm voting yes. Now, the cool thing is, when you've got your own Masternode and you make a proposal, then you can vote yes on your own proposal. So one of my votes, yes, is on my own proposal, and then the rest are from other people. So this to me makes an outstanding community involvement. And then I've got a form. If you want to submit your own budget proposal, just click on the link and then it'll guide you into the right commands that you can then issue from your Dash wallet. Now, you do not have to have a Dash Masternode to do a budget proposal. Anyone that is willing to pay the 5 Dash to do the budget proposal can get one. That's currently $125. However, look at it this way. If you spend $125 and you ask for several hundred in return, offering to do something valuable for the community, that could be a really good deal. So this means there's not a lot of competition for good Dash proposals. In fact, I've been shocked. There seem like great opportunities to help out to create things, but the 5 Dash cost is so prohibitive that I imagine a lot of people just won't do it. So I encourage you. I've burned up 20 Dash now doing proposals. I'm still trying, and I'm hoping to be an ongoing productive member of the community. And I'm hoping as I continue to submit proposals, I continue to show what I'm doing for the community, that it'll be easier and easier to get my proposals approved. And this way, and I try and participate and encourage other people in their proposals because I want the same. So I'm grateful today to have the chance to share this with you, and that it's possible this may end up being paid for by a proposal itself, that I may actually get paid to do these tutorials. And how awesome of a collaboration is that? So having a Masternode or just being a member of the community allows you to participate and do some things that are really cool. So I appreciate you watching this. I hope this is helpful for you. Wow, you finished the entire video. If they had Academy Awards for people watching from the beginning to the end of this video, you would be receiving one right now. I would ask you to come up and do a good thank you speech for like 30 minutes. But really, I should be thanking you for getting all the way to the end of this video out of the practically infinite number of videos you can watch online. I'm so grateful you've spent so much time learning and watching this video with me. If you've got your Masternode set up, would you go ahead and vote yes on every proposal you see by Jerry Banfield? I'm grateful this proposal looks like it may be the very first proposal I've ever got funded. This 10 new Dash video tutorials. I'm grateful that these tutorials that I made in this video appear to have been funded. I have not received the money yet, but it appears that they will be funded out of the Dash budget. I'm extremely thankful for that. I'm so thankful that I want to tell everyone else in the rest of the world about Dash. So I encourage you, especially if you've got your Masternode, join our community, vote on proposals. I try and go and vote on as many proposals as I can. Be an active member of the community. Be somewhere you'll be loved and appreciated. If you've enjoyed this experience learning with me, I'm betting all this time you've spent that you probably enjoy listening to my voice just a little bit. And that might be my ego, but it might be the truth too. So if you go to my website at jerrybanfield.com/free courses, I love you so much that, look, I'll give you all of my online courses. I've got 70 or so courses online. Look, there's free coupons to all of them. One of the ones I think you might like the best, I've got one called Speaker Meeting 2017 here. This is my autobiography, and this is my complete detail. Now on Skillshare, it doesn't have the explicit sections, but on YouTube, you can get the explicit sections. If you search for Speaker Meeting 2017, you can get the explicit sections on YouTube about the details of my sex life, my alcoholism, my gambling and money problems. I'll tell you everything about my life with the goal of helping you identify anything in your life you want to improve and work on, with the goal of having you have the happiest, healthiest life possible. I think you might love my Speaker Meeting if you want the clean version. This is my autobiography, honest, in-depth look at all the things I've struggled with: anxiety, frustration, depression, etc. So I think you might love watching this on Skillshare. If you've enjoyed this class, I have tons more classes you might like. I have a class, for example, on Facebook ads and marketing in 2017 is one of the favorite classes. I've got how to have a business online, more Facebook. I got an SEO, a YouTube, a WordPress. I filmed this with Wirecast. I'll show you exactly how I filmed these videos on Wirecast. I've made money online more than 100 different ways, and most of them have been failures. They've been a waste of time, but I'll tell you all of them. I've got a 10 daily goals for humans that helps me get through the day and not be a complete crazy person around the world. So I've got so many classes, and you can take all of them for free. You don't have to pay me anything to take these classes. Now, Skillshare is the website I use to host these classes. They will try and sell you on a premium membership, which you can get a month free trial on, and then it's as low as $8 a month paid annually or $12 a month paid monthly. Would you let them sell you on it? Because it's the very best value I've ever found in education. 14,000 plus paid classes for $96 a year. I love Skillshare. I watch classes on Skillshare, and that's why I'm teaching all these classes on Skillshare. So this is what I do. I teach. I love. I try and create happier people in this world. I try every day to do my best to share everything I know online and to make it available for free to as many people as possible. I've learned about all of this Dash and Masternode investing. I've learned about this so that I could share it with you, so that I can help you by knowing all of this. So thank you so much for getting started with me here. Well, getting started, maybe I hope that if you watch through this whole video, this is the beginning of our journey together. That you've just decided, okay, I want to listen to his autobiography. I want to listen to his crazy world history reloaded book talking about aliens and Phoenix and all this. I want to learn how he makes t-shirts online. I want to know how he does his Facebook ads, his YouTube. I want to know how he teaches online. I hope this is the beginning of our journey together. So you can see I'm so excited about this. I love you. I want you to have a beautiful life. I'm working for you every single day. So thank you so much for experiencing this with me. I hope you have a wonderful day today. I hope we have a wonderful life together.